It's because I popped my ankle rolling the Sunday before against Javi, I think. So I couldn't stay up and wrestle too long. That was a good time.
What weight class?
That was when I dropped down to like 180 something.
3 weight classes ago.
Yeah. Because my first one was at super heavy, which is like 220 something. Yeah. Then I remember I just kept going down because I kept losing weight.
You got small.
Yeah, I think at one point me and you were like 8
You're
pounds.
smaller than me.
I dropped down to 170 something was my lowest. Yeah, because I remember me and you were close.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, no, I was when I got my blue belt, I was like, I think I was like at 170 something. Yeah, I lost a bunch of weight because I was like eating super clean and like training like 6 days a week.
Damn, I just had In-N-Out.
Now
You're in that big boy club, that's why.
Hey, what do you get when you go to In-N-Out?
2 doubles.
That's what I do? Yeah, okay.
No fries.
No fries?
Suck.
So un-American.
No, they do have shitty fries.
Huh?
Their fries do suck.
Why do I want to eat? Why do I want to
eat
eat shitty fries,
I just like
when I
fries.
can have another amazing burger?
Do you ever get the shake or a root beer float?
Every now and then I'll get a shake.
Fuck with the root beer float, man.
I know how to make the fries better.
Do you? He uses real potatoes.
Me and Fabian are using one mic
Yeah,
to make the fries better. In-N-Out. I used to work at
I used
In-N-Out.
to work there.
Yeah, for a couple of years. You get animal style, but fries light, so they don't cook them as long.
Fries
So
light.
that's like one of the complaint is like
You have to-
the cardboard.
You have to tell them fries light.
Fries light, yeah. So that because you can get them fried well, which is like crispier, or fries light is like cooked less. Just like a baked potato, and then you have like the spread.
This
cheese.
is one secret menu thing I
That
had
is a
never
secret,
known
yeah.
about.
So
Oh,
fries light,
Secret menu.
yes.
Do you see that new secret menu item?
Which one?
It's a animal style fry or animal style hot dog.
That's always been a thing.
They
Is
have
it?
hot dogs
But-
at In-N-Out?
It's always been a thing, but only at the employee picnics
What?
and employee
Yeah,
carnivals.
Animal style fry hot dog.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I saw it on Facebook.
Yeah, so like at the carnivals and stuff like that, like the employee, like yearly stuff, they have hot dogs where you put like cheese and grilled onions. Bomb.
Now the hot dog is available to everybody? No. Fuck.
That's what I thought when I saw it on Facebook.
No, not available to everybody. No. I don't think they'll ever add something to the menu. Yeah, they're
I
stuck.
don't think they need to.
Burgers,
it
fries, and
works.
drinks.
I think once I'm sorry. Once I think like they said there was a possibility of maybe adding avocado, and then they're like, but we have to think about it. It was like that was the only thing they ever thought about adding to it.
Their biggest thing is like freshness, so like bacon and stuff like that, like stuff that like stays cooked, and you add it on later. Like they don't do that. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So I don't ever see avocado.
So is In-N-Out your post-competition meal? Or is that just what you had on your way back?
No, I just stopped on the way
Just a pit
back
stop.
over. Yeah.
What's
no,
your
my
go-to?
post-competition meal this time was Mexican. Amazing. Probably some of the best Mexican food I've ever had. It was this place in Santa Cruz, Taqueria Los Pericos. And it was, yeah.
If you ever get a chance in Watsonville, was that by Santa Cruz?
Yeah.
There's a carnitas place called Trejo's Carnitas. Go in there and grab some carnitas.
I will do that
They're fucking good.
if I'm ever back in Santa Cruz.
Yeah, if you're ever there. Yeah.
Ever.
Oh yeah, because
Specifically Watsonville.
Yeah, because he's leaving us.
Yeah.
His
So,
farewell tour.
I don't know. Eat entirely way too much though, but it's either usually Mexican or pizza post-comp. It's just usually how it ends up.
Marty, your post.
It used to be In-N-Out like all the time. White belt, blue belt, In-N-Out, and then drive straight home from LA or up north or whatever. And now, every time I go to Stockton for a World League, we go to Tacos Chapala. Every time. Bomb.
There's no In-N-Out where you're going, is there?
No, don't remind me.
You're gonna,
please.
you're gonna miss that.
Gonna miss having daily access to In-N-Out.
That's fine. Yeah.
It's
What is the West Coast burger that they don't have here? Like a Hardee's, maybe. What a burger!
No, Hardee's is Carl's Jr. Yeah.
there's
Not
a
you just handing the mic over.
yeah. There's a non-chain there. It's called Town Topic in Kansas City. It's solid. Very, very good. That's my
Yes.
go-to.
That's like my favorite post tournament meals are burgers. Burgers are always a hit.
Same for me. And something sweet. I already haven't planned out for 2 weeks. In and out and something sweet on my way home. I'm excited. Or maybe the tacos, since it'll be in
Chipotle,
Stockton.
It's right next to the In-N-Out in San Mateo. San Mateo?
No. Manteca?
Manteca.
Oh.
Damn it.
You go all the time.
Jose goes with me.
Oh, do you have family over there? Yeah, okay. I have family in Manteca, that's why.
Yeah, Manteca.
Oh, I just find any place that has like a bunch of fried potatoes, and I just order every different variation that they have.
That
You guys
is
see me
true.
do it.
That is very
Yeah.
true.
And we actually ended up going there on accident because we are going to go to like Applebee's. And the line was like 40-minute wait or some shit. And I was like, oh, there's a Mexican spot right there. Let's just go hit that up.
Applebee's
It was
sucks.
Good to know. Applebee's hater. Look at you.
I
It
like
does suck.
Applebee's.
I mean, it's pretty basic.
Yeah.
It is.
I'd rather
but
go to Chili's.
Still, people like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Chili's.
Chili's is the shit.
Yeah, the appetizers.
Yeah. Get the triple dipper.
Marty, you've been here all day.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
Tell what'd you do today? How did your? This is the life of a coach, right?
Yeah, 10 a.m. We do kids strength and conditioning. So they work out for like an hour 15. And it's pretty much like circuit training. And then they'll do some plyo stuff, push-ups, pull-ups. And then they have like 45-minute break. And then we do 2-hour kids comp class. 1 hour gi, 1 hour no gi. And then I had a private right after. So, been here since 10.
And that's on top of being here every single day, right? Like throughout the week, or pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close. It's a life of a coach.
No, I'm here 7 days a week.
7 days
Yeah.
a week. Dedicated coach. That's how you know you have a good coach. He's here every day.
Well, I'd rather be here than anywhere else.
That's
so
good.
it's like-
See, that's good. Yeah, that's a good coach.
Mike, why are you laughing at him?
I can't blame him. I mean, would you rather be here teaching jiu-jitsu, or would you rather be doing some other job?
Right.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'd rather be teaching jiu-jitsu than working some 9 to 5
He does work
or 6 to 4. I know he does.
all day and then
Yeah.
comes here.
It's crazy.
How close are you, Marty, to being like a full-time coach?
I don't know. Not very close.
Well, I mean, before the move, right? You were saying maybe there's a possibility of you being full time.
Yeah, before the move.
Yeah. Because
Right.
they.
What's more important? More mat space.
Yeah, because if anybody ever watched the first episode, we did it at the old gym. Yeah, on the black couch, and and now we're at the new gym, which is really nice. It's a lot of mat space. You know, you got the white belt section here where people
Yeah.
have more grip. But yeah, it's the mat's huge. It's great.
Episode 1. That
Yeah.
was
Episode
before
0.
or after I lit Fred on fire.
After.
It was.
I think
No,
he
it was
burned
before.
you
No,
first.
no, it was before. It was before.
before?
Yeah. Do you know about that? That he lit him on fire?
No.
There's
You wanna see the video?
We'll have to show you.
It's to add the video in the clip.
Yeah, there's a video. Marty thought he could do cupping, and I think he, like what Laney
Fire
does,
cupping.
like the cupping, the massage stuff, and he puts alcohol in one of the cups so he doesn't so it's just easy access. So, but he saw the cup and he was working fast. He picked the one up with alcohol because it was clear, and he goes to light it or something. What did you?
I was gonna. So what you do is you have the cup, and then you put it over fire, and then put it on their back real quick, and it takes all the oxygen out, so then it sticks. Well, I grabbed the one with the alcohol on accident, and I went like this, and it spilled, and his whole back just went.
He looked so confident in the
"Oh,
video. That's what makes it
Who was
funny.
recording?
That's why you pay a professional.
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
they were recording. It was
It was Andrea.
Andrea was recording. Yeah, that's like a randomly, and yeah, it caught me on fire.
Yeah, because we were like, why the fuck were we recording at that time? Oh my god, I feel like a girl in college.
Yeah, and the first thing I thought, because there was like a sink in the back, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna run through the sink and freaking shower in that sink. I didn't think of like stop, drop, and roll. Yeah, it was just because you just don't think about it. Yeah,
And I was
Now-
thinking about tackling you. I was like, tackle him.
I went and competed that weekend. I placed first, so the joke was like I was on fire the whole weekend. You know? I was like,
And how long ago was that? 4 years?
No,
about
not
5 years. No, 4 years.
no, it's just,
It was the
no.
same one we did, right? Stockton?
It's probably like 3 years, no, 4 years. Damn,
Yeah,
thanks. It's been a while.
I know.
Damn, really?
That's why
wow.
Marty hates us so much. Deep
Live.
down.
We're masters already.
So are they.
I know. I know. We have like they're the exception. They're literally the exception.
At 35, do you go to Masters too?
Yeah, Masters too.
Oh, sweet. I could.
Yeah,
Older people know.
yeah. I was thinking about
Actually, it's 36.
Oh,
Sorry to break the bad news to you.
I was gonna
It's
put that
36.
36 to 40, I'm pretty sure is Masters 2, and then 41 to 45 is Masters 3.
I got one more year.
that. That's
That's the year you turn 36.
Fuck. Well,
because I had for Jiu-Jitsu World League it's 35, isn't it? I guess that's what I seen. Like at the year you turn 35,
for the women's division, it's different.
is it?
Ours is later
No, I think-
for some
I
reason.
think it's the same. No?
Mm-mm. For mine, Masters 1, I think, is 1986 to 1996.
That's World League.
No, it is.
IBJJF is different.
It is 20. Because I remember competing at Masters 1 when I was 29.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that year I was going to be 30. So it's different in
I
Jiu-Jitsu
do
World
not
League.
miss the adult division at all.
Yeah, no.
I'm happy to be in my Masters class.
I don't know. I still think about it. I'm like, I can hang with some of those
You
guys.
can. You're here
You
7 days a
did
week.
it
Mike does
fairly
it.
Yeah,
recently.
Mike, both of you guys. You guys
I did
an
it
exception.
this last year, yeah.
Yeah, you
I
guys did an
mean,
exception.
I don't recommend it. No, like it's a different speed, a different strength, a different mentality. To be honest, like I walked out of one match with basically a broken nose. I mean, there's no let up and there's no concern for anybody's body like there is in the Masters
Right.
divisions.
Yeah, I was going with Gunner like yesterday. Yeah, it's just go, go, go. But that's like the life of a 20-year-old, you know, like in just jiu-jitsu. Yeah, it's different
He
in
barely
Masters.
breaks a sweat doing it.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he was breathing
He's
fine. I was freaking dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like barely breathing. Like,
Yeah, I think I did 4 tournaments in the past year at adult. Trying to qualify for adult worlds just one time since, at black belt, since I didn't, get my black belt till I was already Masters 3 anyway, but I was like, it'd be a cool goal to set and try to do, so still not there because I need about 26 more points to get the 80 points to qualify, but still got a few weeks, so we'll see what happens.
How did the points work? Is it per match? Is it based off submissions? Like, how does that work?
No,
For
it's
black
based
belt?
off of your finish, so your placement. So, like at a standard open, first place is 27 points, second place is 9 points, and then third place is 3 points.
27,
Yeah.
and then it dips down to 9
Yeah.
per second.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's all like a multiplier of 3, basically type of thing. Yeah.
how different is, like, this is the first time I'm competing as a brown belt. So how different do you guys think the level changes, like from purple to brown to black?
I think the big difference is to black. Yeah, purple, brown, or even blue to purple. It's all pretty close. But then black, right? Then it's like, especially in the Masters division, you can have a guy who's black belt adult competitor, and now he's in his 30s, and you're fighting him, and he's probably third degree, and you could have just got your black belt. Or you have a brand new black belt that got their black belt in their 30s, and you're the guy who competed at adult. So then that match might be an easy match for you, or the guy has like 10 years experience at black belt. Or in the colored belts, you're roughly around the same years of training.
Yeah, I'd say that's the biggest gap. I mean, honestly, is that black. Like, you notice, like he said, that everybody's relatively around the same level in the colored belts, and then you get to black belt, and there's some guy that's been training since he was 8 years old in Brazil, and now he's 45, and he's a 5th degree black belt, and you just got your black belt last year, and you just, it's hard to make up for that mat time. Like, you can't really account for it, and so when you figure like you're at black belt for 31 years, like there's no other belt you're at that long, not even close.
And I was gonna ask, since you guys are both here, what's your prep like? Because like we have a guy who's like a full-time coach, or someone who is more like just a more a full-time competitor. Like, well, you still have a job, but like, what's the prep? Because I know you got to still coach, and then you got to find a way to like train yourself. And whereas Mike is like coming to class and working on things. So what's the prep like for like the difference between you two?
I don't really train. I don't change too much. All I do is I'll add like cardio sessions, a little bit more weightlifting, dial in my diet, and then I'll just make sure I'm doing all the rounds during class.
Okay.
And then push my pace a little bit faster. That's pretty much it.
And you, Mike?
Yeah, I compete so much that, I mean, I kind of keep the mentality.
Oh, you stay ready then.
Yeah,
there we go. Okay.
Like I'm competing 3 times in May. I mean, just got back from Santa Cruz, doing a tournament mid-May to try to get those last adult points for Worlds, and then Masters International and Adult Worlds is 2 weeks after that.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, I essentially probably train 6 days a week already, and then I get up in the morning, I do cardio, additional cardio every morning, interval sprints, and then I lift weights 2 to 3 days a week. So, and I mean, that just stays constant. I'd say like the only ramp up I do is around like maybe a Grand Slam, like Pans, Euros, Worlds. We'll kind of dial up the training, do some specific comp training sessions with some guys that really want to go hard and really push the pace to a level of like what you're going to see in a competition where people don't necessarily care if you get hurt, and the level of intensity is just there. You're going to take a hard cross face, whatever it is. Nobody's going to take it personally. You have that understanding going into the training session that we're here to push each other to the same level as if I were to get 5 matches at Worlds, and what's that going to feel like, but outside of Grand Slams, it's pretty consistent to that other regimen that I just keep.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Is that what you're trying to do on Thursday? Just do like some hard rounds?
I think Thursday was a fluke.
Yeah, because like I came, I was like, God damn, everyone's trying to kill me today.
I was so mad. I'm like, don't pack a gym bag. You got to go home study. I go online. I'm like, what the fuck, Marty?
No, I'm trying to like bring in more attendance on Thursdays. I don't know why nobody wants to train on Thursday.
Yeah, how was it this Thursday?
It was still kind of small class.
Yeah, because I heard a lot of people say like, oh, I want to go, but they didn't show up.
But if we continuously do like maybe all rounds on Thursdays, then maybe people start coming more.
It was fun. I liked it because there's a lot of people or like half of the people that were here were people that don't train here.
And it was open?
Yeah, it was open to anybody.
Oh,
yeah, it was open to all the gyms.
Nice.
I will be ready for this Thursday.
Well, I almost went to the Shadow Realm though because Mike almost put me to sleep.
He
probably
had
deserved
plenty of
it.
time to tap.
No,
He
it was
probably
quick. No,
deserved
dude,
it.
it was quick. It was like 2 seconds, and like the room went black, and it took like 10-15 seconds for my hearing to come back.
Oh my
I didn't go
God.
completely.
He's like dying
I didn't go
over
completely out, but it was quick.
I don't know. Fabian doesn't like tapping.
it. I've heard of you, like, you've blacked out more than once.
Yeah, he's
You've
put
been
me
put
out.
to sleep a few times.
A couple black belts have put me out.
It was a pena choke. It comes on quick.
No, it was good. No, it was good. Like it just
It does
felt
come.
like
It does come out quick.
yeah.
The pena choke,
Do it
the
to
one
me
I do with
later.
the lapel around the neck from the back. I
Yeah.
throw my leg over.
Yeah, dude, it was like
I'm a victim.
it was like it was fast. I was like shit. I never tapped so quick in my life. Yeah, because what's the one that you do that like, or that like you always try to throw your leg over from the ground?
The one where you grab the collar? I don't know.
So you like put it around my neck and then you try to push. Put like I don't know if it's the heel or the back of your leg. It almost felt the same.
I forgot about what that. Yeah, what's that called? You just grab the collar
Oh,
and you just throw your leg over.
Bow and arrow?
No.
Canto?
Kanto.
Kanto choke.
Oh,
Yeah,
I said
Kanto
it wrong.
choke. Yeah.
Don't, Stan says the Kanto choke is fake. Ask him.
Stanley?
Yeah.
Huh.
Nobody's hit it on him yet.
Challenge accepted. Interesting.
Mike, you're heading back home.
I am.
Yeah.
Yes. Wednesday is a moving day for me. So, yeah, I think I fly out Thursday afternoon.
What did you think about Fresno,
It's been good.
California in general? I guess.
I mean, Cali, you gotta love Cali. You got the beaches, the laid-back lifestyle. Visited a few national parks while I was here. Made it up to Yosemite. I mean, it's hard to beat as far as the scenery overall. I think, the only state I'd say I've been to, maybe a couple states that compare, are probably Arizona and Utah as far as like the landscape and scenic vibes. Yeah.
Yeah, Fresno. I think Fresno's underrated. Like, we have like the mountains, we have like the beach pretty close. It's a nice. I think it's a nice little town. Probably not as good as LA or San Jose, but
Well, the beach is 3 hours away.
yeah,
but
I hate
2.5
LA.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody thinks of this when they think California.
Right, they
They're
don't.
like, oh, the beach, Yosemite, and then they go to Fresno and it's farm town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most of California is a lot of it's farming. It's just you have
It's
those
the
big
Central
cities.
Valley.
Yeah, you have those like 3 or 4 big cities that aren't agriculture, but a good chunk of California is agriculture. Sacramento, LA, San Francisco, the Bay, and San Diego are like only like the big things that aren't ag.
You
The
forgot
rest of
San
it is-
Jose.
San Jose's the Bay. Yeah. And it's crazy because people call, like, let's say they say North California is San Francisco, really they're like in the middle because there's still a ton of California. Yeah, there's all those.
That North California,
Yeah,
it's all woods.
Yeah.
Like,
That's-
what, Redding?
What's the place where they grow all the weed? The one where people die all the time?
Humboldt County.
Humboldt County. There we go.
yeah.
Thank you, sir. He's not even from here and he knows. I heard a lot of people. There's some people that go up there and they'll just go for a season and just trim, and they'll make like a ton of money just doing that, and then come back when it's done. It's a whole thing over there.
I heard there's a lot of people that go up there and don't come back either.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, they said it's like the
never
Wild
to be
West.
seen again.
Yeah, that's scary, dude.
How's the competition like in California compared to like wherever you're from? North Carolina? Like, especially like the local tournaments.
Fresno's, I would say, very similar to Kansas City or Midwestern Jiu-Jitsu, because of the wrestling presence. Like, Central Valley is really big in wrestling, and you got the same thing in the Midwest, of course. Like, with the presence that wrestling's had there for decades. So it's definitely a tough scene locally there as well, which it was great coming here and being able to train. And I think California just in general, though, obviously has a very strong jiu-jitsu culture and background. I think it was probably the first state where BJJ really got its foothold in the U.S. and grew from. And so, it's, you can throw a rock and hit a school, and it's so deep with black belts and talent in California that, it's hard to go anywhere and not, be able to find good rounds and good training.
Yeah, I didn't even think about wrestling being such a big thing. Is jiu-jitsu bigger on the West Coast than the East Coast? Or is it pretty much the same?
Maybe back in the day. I don't know about it anymore.
What would be back in the day? 20 years, 30 years? How? Because I feel like jiu-jitsu is relatively newish.
Well, I've been training since 2012, so that's back in the day for me.
Yeah. So see, about 20 years, roughly?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you look back at, where it started, it was Cali, Florida. I think it had a good base in Texas as well. I got my start in Atlanta, but I think it was fairly new having schools there within probably the last decade when I started there. There was only 3 or 4 main schools in Atlanta. This is 2008. Atlanta was a huge city already, and it's not like you had a ton of BJJ, and it's 6th, 7th biggest city in the U.S. at the time. So, it's still, I don't think it had grown a lot outside of some of those main coastal cities where a lot of the first Brazilians settled into.
Yeah, I learned recently, in Japan, instead of having wrestling as a base, judo, that's taught at the schools, versus here in United States, wrestling's taught in schools. I thought that was cool. Have a whole class dedicated to judo. You go get your gi, dress up.
Yeah, I mean, if I ever go compete in Japan, I'm definitely pulling guard. I'm not gonna try to.
You don't want to get judo tossed.
No.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'm not trying to be on that highlight reel.
Right.
Try being Mike's partner the one time you have a impromptu judo class. I'm how am I supposed to toss this dude?
Oh, during actual judo class?
During our class, yeah. Marty threw it upon us one day.
Oh, yeah.
It was a Thursday night.
Nice. I've trained in Japan.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that was fun. You guys should go. Yeah.
Was that gym predominantly no-gi?
Both.
It was both.
It was actually pretty cool because the first floor they were doing Muay Thai, and the second floor, the whole floor was just mat space for jiu-jitsu, and then the third floor was their lockers, showers, or whatever. And when I was looking at the pricing, if you paid an extra $30 a month, they would wash and press your gi and hang it in there for you. So, because a lot of guys come out of work, so they don't want to carry their stuff, through the train and shit. So you just get there, put on your gi, and you're good to go. So I was that's pretty sick.
You better get a washer and dryer in here.
Don't do that.
No, you don't have to.
Extra.
I'm not doing that for $30
Dude,
extra.
Don't do it.
I mean, if a bunch of people paid it, let's say, but see, you'd have to pretty much hire somebody to just do that. Where if over there, it's a convenience thing because there's very little space. Here, our homes are huge. Over there, you can a little small studio apartment is small as fuck. It feels like a closet.
Well, they predominantly are public transportation for everything, right?
Yeah. And like you said, you don't want to carry all your. Think about it. How big is your bag, even with a gi in there? If you have to hold it all day for work and things like that, that would suck. But the training is good. I understood it, even though it was all in Japanese. But they're good. They're just smaller. That's the only thing. Here, I find people easily that are 200 pounds. Over there, I think besides the coach, the biggest guy was probably 175. Yeah, but I would recommend going to train there if you can, because, yeah, they're super nice. I was also worried about the tattoos, but nobody said anything, and they don't want you showing your tattoos in like gyms.
So they have it's like a cultural thing.
It's a cultural thing, yeah. But there, it's like accepting, so they're like, yeah, we don't care. But I'd go. You can go to Inamari's. Is that how you say it?
Imanari?
Yeah, you can go to his gym. I didn't go, but you can go there and he'll train with you. So, just go train for like 2 weeks, eat cheap, good food, and just do that over and over again. You guys would do fine.
I got a buddy of mine that's going over to compete in July at the Asian Championship. I was supposed to be going too, but I had to bail on him because I got this whole cross-country move going on now. So
yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
But do you plan to go to Asia to
Yeah, we're supposed to go in July.
No, but like, let's say in the future.
Oh, yeah, I'm still going to go do it at some point. Yeah.
Okay.
Just have to put it off a little bit. They do have another one in like December. So I don't know. We'll see. It'll either be December or maybe July of 27.
Well, where's that one going to be at specifically?
It's like right outside Tokyo. It's like Chiba City or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
And that's actually a cheap time to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know from Kansas City. But from here, it'd be cheap.
Yeah, flights from here were nice. That's one reason why I was like, I should go this year.
Wait, how much was it?
Do it. I was like, I don't remember when I first started pricing them. I think it was only like $800.
Yeah, that's. I think my round trip was like 7 something. Yeah. And then you can just get an Airbnb. You can get the cheapest Airbnb for like $40 a night, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit more expensive going from the Midwest in the future. But
yeah.
It's all right.
You'll be fine. You'll survive.
I heard of I've heard a story. I don't know who it was, but like they traveled like overseas to like Europe or something like that. They went to a tournament, they lost, and then they just flew right back. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Have you traveled solo, right, to like Florida and stuff like that?
To other states, not overseas.
Yeah, no, yeah. See, yeah.
Well, that was during COVID, so I was like, fly, compete, fly home.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, there's nowhere else was doing tournaments, so you're just trying to find wherever you could go.
Oh, they were mainly in Florida, right? For a while.
Yeah, Florida. What else? Dallas.
Yeah.
Then I went to Memphis.
I've done that before. Flown in, compete, come back the same day. But
like
only
Vegas,
to Vegas,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll make sense. It's pretty
It's
close.
an hour there.
I did that for Euros this year. The first year I went to Euros, I made a vacation out of it because I was already there. Stayed in Lisbon a couple extra days after the tournament was done, then went to Paris. But this time it was like business trip. Like flew in, got there 2 days before the tournament, just the time, trained both those days, did the tournament, and then flew home the morning after. So.
Do you feel like that's enough time for such a long distance travel to give your body to kind of reset and get accustomed to it?
I think everybody's different. For me, like, one, I traveled so much for work over the years, and like time zones never really bothered me, like across the U.S. And then a couple times I traveled to Europe. Like, I just feel like 6 hours isn't that much, 6 or 7. You know, like when you're kind of more on the western side of Europe, it's not a huge time difference. I think what really kills people is like when you go to Australia or things like that, where it's like the 18-hour time difference or whatever it is, and that's where it really hits you. But I mean, I was planning on just flying in the day before, and my friend was like, "Oh, I need a couple more days to adjust," so I went a day early with him. But if it wasn't for him, I would have just flown in the day before the tournament, trained that day, and gone and done my thing. But he wanted to go a little bit early so he could adjust time. So like I said, everybody's different. Everybody's got a little bit different mentalities. Time zones have never really bothered me, and it's something that I think really affects me as a person. But yeah.
Well, and you fly weekly.
Yeah,
so I think
what
you're
I was
more
gonna say.
used to just being in an airplane as opposed to other people are. So.
Like my anxiety dreams are like going on an airplane. not so much the airplane ride, but like making sure you get there on time so you don't miss your flight. You know, like that's my anxiety dream. Like make sure I'm at the airport 2 hours beforehand.
Then you'd hate to travel with me because most of the time I show up about 30 minutes before my flight when I'm checking a bag and just drop it, go, and get in there and walk right up to the gate and board the plane.
Those are literally my anxiety dreams. So like behind like
I've been there. I was like the last person on the airplane one time.
Oh,
yeah, I was like running through
there's
Orlando
like this,
airport.
There's like this thing saying that it's like a myth, right? Like that you don't really have to arrive there super early. They're like, as long as you arrive.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. They're like, you'll usually get to your flight.
There is a cutoff for checking bags to a point, but I don't even feel like most airlines hold you to it. As long as you're not like 10 minutes before the flight. If you're 10 minutes before the flight, they're going to be like, I think like a lot of the rules say like 45 minutes to an hour, but I show up half hour all the time, check the bag. They never say a word to me, so I don't know.
Yeah, you have to set a deadline because if everybody's checking in their bags at 30 minutes, that'd probably make it tough. Yeah, so someone like you, that makes sense. Like that travels often, and that's not like an anxiety thing. Like you're just getting on. And, makes sense.
Oh shit! I had a question and my mind just went blank. It had something to do with flying. Oh fuck! Well, we can bleep that out.
Are you driving when you're leaving on Wednesday, or are you flying out?
No, I'm not driving. I hired movers. They're gonna come load everything up, drive it there.
There you go.
And then I'm just gonna get on a plane Thursday morning and fly there, and then I guess my shit shows up sometime in 7 to 14 days.
7 to 14 days.
Yeah.
So do you just take the essentials with you?
Well, yeah, and I got a lot of stuff in Kansas City already, so I mean, I'm all right. Yeah.
You'll be fine.
No, you know what I was gonna say? The anxiety thing is your parents saying you need to be there 3 hours before. That's what it is. It's a Mexican dad thing, where they're like, we need to be at the airport like super early so we don't miss the flight. So that's what it is. Yeah. Especially with international flights to Mexico, they don't want to.
I've never heard of that.
No, dude. Your dad does it?
Yeah, traveling to Mexico.
Yeah. So like, whenever my parents travel to Mexico, they want to be there like 3 hours early.
I've never been to Mexico.
No, you should go. It's great. No, all right. No, so like last time I went to Mexico, I think I got there like maybe 45 minutes before my flight, and I like barely made it to my flight. But like he was saying, he's like must have, like my dad, like he always said 3 hours early. I got there 45 minutes. I was like, oh well, they still let us on, so who cares? Yeah, it was just waiting for the security because there's like quite a bit of line to get in, but I don't know. But it's our parents that instill that fear on us.
It's definitely an old people thing. I had a friend one time, I was in the car with him at work, and he's talking to his dad or something. He was like, what are you already doing at the airport? I was catching the side of the conversation. He was like, okay. And then he goes, my dad's flight's in 6 hours. He's already at the airport.
6 hours? What are you going to
shit.
do? He's just going to get
He was doing a
plastered at the bar.
crossword, I believe.
Remember I had a layover in Denver airport for like 4.5 hours, and I was like, fuck, what the fuck do I do here? I was just walking around the whole time. I was bored out of my mind.
That's a good airport if you got a long layover. It's freaking huge. You can walk miles and miles.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the evil horse?
Evil horse?
They have a creepy horse there.
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah, there's a creepy horse,
Yeah.
like
Is there a
horse
I
statue.
don't remember seeing one.
Yeah, you can Google it. It looks creepy. And then I
I'm
think
good.
like a bunch of trains go there too as well.
Yeah, they have like trains that take you
Yeah.
to the different
Like-
parts.
Yeah, all the rails like centralized there.
That's how the Dallas airport is, too. It's massive.
The worst airport.
It's the worst one?
Yeah.
All right. Fuck you, Dallas.
Agree.
You made a post about if you don't train as a black belt, should you get your degree? What was that about? Where did that come from?
Be shady, Marty.
Uh-oh.
Be shady.
Be shady.
It's pretty much just like you see a lot of people get their black belts and then they just stop showing up to training as much as they used to. It's like, why did you start training in the first place? Because something you enjoy, something you love. You've been training that long to become a black belt, and then you got your black belt, and now you're not training no more. It doesn't make sense to me.
How do you feel about black belts coming and not even drilling? A lot of the times you kind of see people just standing off, not really helping the lower belts.
Easy.
Not you.
Easy now.
You're 50-50.
I feel like
it depends
I feel
on
like this
who's
is a
around.
passive-aggressive comment.
You drill.
No,
But there's some people that kind of, I don't know, probably just wait to just do rounds rather than kind of walking around and helping others. Like, does that bug you or not really?
And are they coaching at the gym? If they're not coaching at the gym, is that
I
big of a
haven't
deal if
really
they help
seen
people?
it, no.
Yeah, 'cause here almost everyone drills here. Because sometimes I get here late all the time, and he'll also show up late, so I'll drill with Mike when I do come. And but he's drilled with me every time. But I don't, when you said that, when you made that post, like, should they get that degree? If they're not coming to train, they're just doing the time, I guess, with
I
the
don't
belt.
think they should.
I don't think you should, because if I'm not showing up, why the fuck would you give me my next belt? It's the same thing. That degree is just, like, I guess the levels to the black belt, right? Like, why the fuck would you give me my next colored belt if I'm not showing up? Oh, what happened?
So pretty much it, like, IBJJF guideline says every 3 years you get a degree, and then I don't know what degree it's at. Maybe fourth, it switches to 5, and then it switches to 7. But it's like time based.
Okay, so
But the colored belts, there's like a minimum requirement.
Mhm.
You have to be at this belt for X number of years, but there's no maximum. So why do the black belts automatically get the degree at that time base?
Yeah.
Well, I don't necessarily know if they're supposed to automatically get it, though. I think there's probably a lot of places just giving it out, but my understanding was you get it every 3 years if you show consistency in training and growth.
So maybe it's a minimum as well, and I'm just not misunderstanding.
Well, and you reach a certain degree to where you can give someone their black belt.
Yeah.
And you're here. Obviously you're coaching, you're running your gym, so it makes sense as to why it would be questionable to see someone getting a degree when you don't see them ever do anything. They just show up, get that one little degree upgrade, and go from there. Because you need, 2 to promote someone to black, or 3?
I think it's 2.
And you're almost there, right? You've been a black belt for 6?
I'll be second degree next year.
Nice. There you go.
Why does it change? Like, when you get to black belt, like, why does it change from a time thing to, from a, I guess, performance, kind of your coach's evaluation to like a standardized time, 2 years, you get a degree.
I have no
Do
idea.
you guys know where that comes from?
No.
No.
It is what it is. Yeah.
They just hold us
I mean,
to a higher standard. I
They
guess.
can hold them off, though. I've heard of people getting, like, at stricter schools, like, their degrees being held off, like, because they weren't training consistently or competing or whatever the standard at that school was. Someone's due for their second or third degree, they don't get it because they haven't been training. They're not just going to show up the month before it's due and train 5 or 6 classes and like, hey, put this tape on my belt. Like I said, every school's different. There's some, I'm sure, where you can show up, and as long as you're paying your dues every month and the money's going into the account, that they're going to put that stripe on your belt to keep you happy. So, yeah.
Well, that's impossible here because he doesn't charge black belts.
That's not true.
He doesn't?
That's not true.
If you're, or at least that's what I thought it was.
No.
Because I remember you'd be like, black belts can train for free if they want to, or something
Sorry,
like that.
Mike. Your last day, you find out the truth.
No, I know. I already know. I got a discounted rate, so it's okay.
I like it here. Did you like it here? Because I remember the first time you came, we talked, and I was like, oh, are you coming here? And you're like, well, this is the first gym I come to check out, and I'm going to go check out some other gyms.
Yeah, no, that didn't happen. I thought I told the story was like, So when I found out I was moving up here, I had a guy I know. He's not necessarily from this area, but he's up more towards San Francisco. But I figured like he's been training around here all his life and probably knows the scene to a certain extent. So I hit him up and said, I'm moving to Fresno. You got any recommendations? He sent me 4 schools. Here, Check Matt, a couple more that I don't even remember now. But he sent me a list of 4 schools.
That's right.
First night I showed up here simply because I couldn't get a hold of anyone at Checkmat to make sure their schedule was right or whatever. And Lainey answered the phone, so that was how I ended up here.
Shout out Lainey
on my first
all
night.
The hard work she
and
does.
yeah, and so I came in and trained, and I said, I don't need to go anywhere else. This is probably as good as it's gonna get. So I was here from then on. So
I don't think you would have liked it at the other
this
gym.
dude is big as fuck.
What'd you say?
I remember doing a round with him that first day, and I was like, this guy is big as fuck.
Yeah, I want to say thank you. You've pushed me, for your time here. We really appreciate you. At least I really appreciate you. You pushed me in jiu-jitsu, just seeing how much you compete and how that championship mindset. So thank you for all your time, and we hope to see you again soon.
Well, I don't know if it'll be soon, but no, I appreciate it. It's been great. I loved coming to the 5:30 a.m. classes when I could make them.
Yeah.
All right, maybe I didn't love it, but it was always good to come get some rounds in with you, and you're always one of the toughest roles here, so it was good.
Actually, I would like to thank you because you would show me other things that I'm not used to doing. Like I would even ask you for because sometimes there's I fuck my back up or something, and you would have me do it a different way. So you're like, hey, so you don't hurt your back, or do it this way because you're a little bit bigger. You're like, that's like a smaller guy's game. And there are some things I incorporated into my game that I took from you, which I would really like to thank you for.
Well, that's good to hear, because sometimes I feel like I don't give enough back.
No, dude,
because I am so focused. I hate to sound self-centered, but I am so focused on myself because I compete so much and focused on my own game. And sometimes I sit here and think, like, as a black belt, I don't help others enough, even though I try to. So it's nice to actually hear that I do, I guess, make an impact.
Well, at least for me, because I'm like a little bit heavier. I was like, I would ask you like, hey, I'm having trouble. I'm not flexible enough to do this, and you'd be like, hey, do it this way. It's like so you don't hurt yourself, and it would work. So like I said, and you do help. And another thing is, people also need to ask, because I would ask you, like, hey, Mike, I need help with this.
True. I'm not a mind reader, people. Okay. Yeah. If you want help, ask me.
Yeah. A closed mouth doesn't get fed.
Oh my God. What is happening right now? Thanks for being here, Mike. That's all I got.
It's more than I have to ask him for help, but just look at the example he sets. Yeah. Right? Even without asking him a question, Mike's here all the time. He's training every day. He's constantly developing his skill. He's constantly getting better, right? And he's doing his interval sprints. He's lifting weights, right? Everything you need to do to win a tournament, or to win big championships, to win one of the majors. And just people that want to compete, if you just watch, you could just watch a story on Instagram. Yeah. And you'll see his schedule, training, working out.
Championship mindset.
Interval sprints. Yeah. Even the mindset, like motivational phrases that he puts up. It's been this much months out of the year. How many goals have you accomplished? Right? Just watching all this stuff is like a good example for the lower belts to look up to.
Yeah.
And like he makes that post, and people are like, oh, they'll probably say like, oh, he just posted this, but people don't realize all the shit he had to do in the back to get there. Because you said that you see all that, and you see him if you come here, but there's probably someone that's like, oh, this guy, you just post when he wins or something like that. It's like you don't realize how much hard work he does in the background.
People don't see the work; they only see the result.
They only want to see, the result. Yeah.
So some of that has to do too with like going back to the black belt conversation of like the mat hours that some of these guys have on you. And I had a friend of mine ask me about that mindset one time, and I said, like, I can't make up the 10,000 hours that this guy has on the mat that's a 5th-degree black belt in front of me. I'm never gonna make up for those 10,000 hours and probably the instincts he's honed and where his technique's at. Like, especially if he's a guy that's still consistently competing at this level and owns a school and does jiu-jitsu every day. So how can I make it up? Well, I look at it like I can make it up in the aggregate, right? I can lift more weights than him. I can push my cardio harder than he's pushing it. So I can push the pace on the mat harder than he does. So where can I close the gap or the gap that might potentially be there in the jiu-jitsu from all these hours of mat time he has ahead of me? And I look at it that way. And so that drives me too, in that way, to know that I am inching myself closer to that person using these other areas where I may not be able to catch them in this one.
But I have the same conversation with Gunnar all the time. It's mat hours versus the quality of mat hours. Right? You could be coming in to train and you're just fucking not focused, going through the motions, bored, not trying to get better. But the guy who's coming in and constantly trying to evolve, they're going to catch up in that skill versus somebody who's been training way longer than him. Like, look at Gunnar for an example. He's been training like 5 years. Right? It's crazy how good he is for 5 years.
That wraps it up, guys. We're pretty much at time. Any final words from anybody? Any final words for the Central Valley, Mike?
No, nothing.
Nothing good.
Nothing great. I just appreciate my time here at Elite Team and all of you. From the standpoint of the friendship and the training and everything. It's been a great 2 years, and I'm glad I was able to grow here and spend my time here. While I was in Fresno.
We appreciate you, sir.
And you, Marty, you got anything to say?
Yeah, we appreciate you being here and helping us and giving me good rounds all the time. And it was just an honor watching you grow from winning opens to placing at Masters Worlds and Pan Ams and all that.
Well, I will say I do think I owe a lot of that to you, from our rounds together to the technique, and I look at the level that my game has come up over the last 2 years when I'm training here 4 and 5 days a week. I think it's very clear to me that you helped me raise the bar for myself and my game, and the way you push me has been great, and I can't thank you enough.
I appreciate it.
You will be missed.
And we'll still be here, waiting for you to beat the shit out of me. Oh my god, those rounds, they fucking suck.
They do.
They fucking suck,
Mike would let me
dude.
submit him, so I'm like, ego boost, thank you.
There's times where he'll flatten me out, and it's 3 minutes of him just trying to put his arm around my neck.
He probably needed
And I'm
it,
just
though.
like...
I remember that time when Mike took my back and flattened me on my stomach, and I was like, oh, fuck. That's
Yeah,
gonna be a conversation a couple
it's
years
either
from now.
you try to stop defending your neck to get on your knees with the help of your arms, or you don't do that and he doesn't get your neck. So either way, it fucking sucks. But
Yeah, it's horrible.
But we'll miss you, basically.
But
is what everyone's
I
saying.
tried
You know
to
what
I
mean?
tried to avoid that so much. All right, you guys. Thank
Cheers
you guys.
to another podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming.
And
on
then
again.
we got to do these more. I know it's been like almost a year.
Yeah.
So we'll try to bring people in. Thank you guys so much.
Thank
you.
you, Jose.
Oh yeah, thank you, Jose. Yeah,
Thank you,
for being the
Josie.
sound guy.
That's a wrap.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Peace.